So Chewy, there's already people asking for this because lots of people have seen it. Shall I give you a bit of a chuckle to start the show?
Of course.
Did you know? Did you know? I did not know this, but did you know that David? You know how David Seymour worked in Canada, right? You know how he worked in Canada. Did you actually know he was Canadian? Born and bred.
What?
He's born and bred Canadian. Do you know how I know that?
Oh, when was this recorded? 1993.
1982, from the looks of the hair. So this is a young David Seymour, a senior policy analyst for the Frontier Centre, and he's talking pablum. To be honest, it's all that kind of stuff that's going on. But I never knew he was born in Canada and grew up there. Obviously, because just listen to his voice.
I think people should do what they believe is the best thing for them to do. What we can't talk about is what the public policies should be. And going back to your viewers, I have to agree with them. You should also add, not only are people finding transit underutilized and finding it too expensive, the city of Calgary last year spent $295 million on transit, and it's only $205 million.
It's actually not a good accent either. Now, I mean, what he's saying doesn't really matter. It's the typical neoliberal conversation going on about let's smash public transport, but it's how he's saying it. It's not good either. It's not a good accent.
Only 9% of trips are transit, and yet you're spending $90 million more per year on providing that service for 9% of trips. Now, you could say, of
someone
course,
has to ask him in the media tomorrow what the actual.
If we have enough time and enough money, well, the first question you'd have to ask is, well, how much time and how much money? And second, what hope can we have that it's going to work? The best example we have in North America of a city that has tried really hard to get people out of their cars and using transit in this city is Portland, Oregon. It's seen as kind of Mecca for a lot of people.
What was he thinking? Like, honestly, what was he thinking?
And yet the facts speak for themselves. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, in 1980, 9.8% of trips to work were made by, 9.8% of Portland people went to work by transit in 1980. By 2007, it was down to 6.5%. And over that period, Portland made perhaps the greatest effort that any.
I don't really have anything to add to this. I mean, we could go into the actual conversation around what he's saying, which actually is a typical right-wing talking point that more people use cars, so let's smash public transport. I just wanted to give you a little present, Chewy, as to how he was saying it. I threw up in the back of my mouth just a little bit. What about you?
Yeah, that's terrifying. Obviously, someone said, "Oh, well, you're going on TV. Don't sound like a Kiwi because it'll be fucking weird." And he goes, "Oh, okay, I'll do an accent. That won't be weird at all." But yeah, as far as what he's saying, and as you said, it's absolutely classic. Play up what's spent on public transport. Look
Say
at
it's not working
as a way of saying it's clearly not working, and then fucking get rid of it, and then nobody has anything. So I mean, that's probably why he's decided to stay in New Zealand, because the public transport is fucked and will continue to be fucked. Like we need to settle this. If
they're gonna just give a little bit of credit to that comment. That's a brilliant comment.
Yep. If we manage to get David on the show, maybe we need to get him to drink like a bottle of maple syrup on camera to prove that he's Canadian. If he can't do it, maybe he is New Zealander.